Welcome back, everybody. It's Rich here, and I think you can tell from the sunshine here that I'm not in the UK. I'm on holiday in Cyprus, driving a wonderful Mazda Primacy MPV, which you'll be thrilled to know I'm not reviewing. Instead, we're off to a JDM car meet and go out to the Cypriot Troodos Mountains for a driving day and to meet some JDM owners and enthusiasts. About a month ago, ahead of me flying out to Cyprus, I contacted a group called the Cyprus JDM Gang. It's a group only formed 2 or 3 years ago. A couple of individuals in particular, great guys, really welcoming, and they've invited us along to this meet on this Sunday. We're going out, meet up, coffee, and then we're going to take a drive out to the Troodos Mountains in Cyprus. We should get some great footage. We've got a range of JDM cars coming out, I think. A couple of Scoobies, including a very rare Type R A V Limited. We've got an Evo 4, I think, joining. I think we've got a Civic Type R as well. So we've got a real good mix of JDM cars. And I last came to Cyprus in mid to late 90s, and even back then, very much a hot market for JDM cars, predominantly because, other than the UK and Malta, Cyprus, I think, is the only other country in Europe that are right-hand drive. So, and with Japanese cars being right-hand drive as well, there's a clear link there that means that they're very, very popular in Cyprus. So, we're currently driving out down to Limassol, meeting up, meeting the guys, meeting the cars, and then we're off out to it's absolutely baking hot here, 30 degrees. We've got a great range of cars, so just follow me down and we'll just quickly see each of the cars. So we've got the Nissan Silvia, better known as the 200SX in the UK. We've got a black S2000, obviously got a bit of damage there with the roof, but again, screaming VTEC engine, fantastic cars. This is the guy I met last night as well, in his Blob Eye Impreza Type RA, fantastic car. We've got the Celica here. Come down to quite rare cars now, the Forester STIs as well. This one in white, great sounding car, really quite quirky cars here. The Mitsubishi Gallant. You see so few of these in the UK now. We've got another Type RA here, the Gen 1 RA. We've got an Evo 4, again getting really rare cars, the Evo 4s. What an iconic car, the Civic EK. Watch your back, Archie. Archie's just about to get run over. Absolutely love these cars, probably Archie's favourite car. And then at the end is the Honda Integra. What a fantastic collection of JDM cars here. The one thing, having talking to these owners here in Cyprus, is the majority of them have owned their cars for years and years. It's not like in the UK, you buy your car, you own it for 1 or 2 years, and then you sell on and move on. These guys, one's owned his for 18 years, another one for 14 years, another one for 12 years. They buy these cars and they keep them because they know once they've sold, they'll probably never be able to afford these. Most of these cars are appreciating in value. And the other thing is, even though it's absolutely baking hot here, nearly every one of them drives with the windows down. Archie and I are there cocooned away with air conditioning on, trying to get away from the heat, and these guys are driving with the windows down. Absolutely fantastic. And you know what? The hospitality of this group, big chapeau to them. Fantastic. They've welcomed us and everything about this. So we're heading now up somewhere, up into the Troodos Mountains in central Cyprus. I've learned something today in regard to the registration plates on Cyprus vehicles as well, that there's 4 digits, numbers on the cars, a 2 and then a 2, and that actually represents the month and year the car was manufactured, so which is probably a bit easier than the way we do it in the UK. So yeah, when you're in Cyprus you know exactly the month and year of manufacture. Bit of useful information. All in the Troodos Mountains. The where you go to such a high elevation, about 2,000 meters, you get all the trees, and you move away from the dust, barren, rocky, sort of coastal or lower lands of Cyprus. just had lunch here at the Troodos Mountains. What a place this is. The roads I expected to be dusty, rocky, potholed. Nothing completely different to that. They're smooth, great drivers' roads. All these cars are absolutely in their element here with roads like this. It's almost the Elan Valley, only with 30 degrees of heat. Fabulous roads. And all these cars are absolutely amazing. The owners of these JDM cars have been so approachable. We've just had a typical Cypriot lunch that's gone on for about 3 hours, plenty of food, plenty of coffee, beers and drink. We've all talked about the cars, absolutely fabulous. And you know, if you ever come to Cyprus, make sure you come to the Troodos Mountains, whether it be a hire car, whether it be a sports car, because these roads around here are absolutely amazing and absolutely fabulous. Right, we've got the journey now out of the Troodos Mountains. Where we're going, I don't know. I'll just follow this convoy. We've just been lucky enough to see a Type RA Spec C Hawkeye, absolutely unbelievable, that car. I've got a short cut that I've just done a video of, and look at this, just come this way. If there's two cars that for me are the epitome of the late 90s rally era, it is the Evo 4, it's the Gen 1 STI, this time the Type RA. Absolute rivals, both fabulous cars, and the price of these cars in Cyprus, they're just so much cheaper than we can get in the UK. Iconic cars. Just look out to the right, just look at the views here. So we're now descending, or we've been descending down from the Troodos Mountains. I don't think we've gone more than 30 metres without going into another corner. The road is epic, it's smooth, it's like a racetrack. And we have actually just bumped into two cars, that's why I'm doing the video for, but largely speaking, very, very few cars on the road. And it's almost like a 20-mile ribbon of track. It's incredible. The views are unbelievable. We're following the Blob Eye STI Type RA. Sounds phenomenal. That's fitted, he's got anti-lag on that, so it's popping, spitting flames and all sorts. Awesome looking car, but the whole of the day, these driving roads, it's not what I thought it was going to be. The road conditions, it just shows how bad the UK roads are, because this is absolutely, well, it's just a petrolhead's heaven up here. And in truth, if I lived in Cyprus, I'd be up here probably every evening, I think, when the roads are empty, because it's just like a miniature Nürburgring on public roads. Unbelievable. One thing I've learned again with the Cypriots is their hospitality. Fantastic. They've not let me pay for lunch. They've bought me drinks. Their hospitality just makes me feel very, very humble, actually. And a big kudos, big respect for the way that they have treated me. And again, if anyone comes over to Cyprus on holiday, or anywhere for that matter, contact through social media, Instagram, Facebook, contact these groups, because they should be welcoming, and we from the UK should be welcoming others as well when they come into the UK. The group, this Cyprus JDM gang, have been absolutely phenomenal and been absolutely fabulous. And yeah, big respect for them. The passion for their cars, the JDM cars, runs deep. just as much as it does in the UK. They've just got, actually you could argue now, they've got better value cars. They are appreciating many of these classic 90s and 2000s JDM cars, but they're still behind where we are for the UK. Okay, there we go. Very different this week, but I hope you've enjoyed me bringing some of Cyprus's passion for performance cars. I've tried to give you a little bit of that. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, as always, please thumbs up, subscribe down here somewhere. Stay tuned. Another video next week. Thanks for watching.